Good morning or evening or whatever it is for you right now. Welcome to my Get Productive with me. I didn't get up until super late the day that I filmed this, but when I was getting out of bed, I finally made my bed after like a week of not having the sheets tucked in or anything. I also took the pillowcases off of my pillows because I change them once a week to minimize the oils and stuff that get on my face while I'm sleeping. The day I filmed this, I had the house to myself for most of the day because my sister was out with her boyfriend and my parents were at the hospital because my mom had a surgery. She's fine. It was like an outpatient thing, so I decided to use that time to be productive. After I finished making my bed, I had to clear up this little area next to it because it was a total mess because I hadn't had a garbage bag in my bed. So there was just a bunch of junk in it, but I used this container that had peanut butter filled pretzels in it as a little trash bin. This was already on my to-do list for the day, but I wanted to get it done before I got out of bed because if I get into my bed later in the day, I get really lethargic. I also wanted to say, pardon the strobing, these fairy lights are just a bit weird. So I recorded the app Momentum for Google Chrome a while ago, but I only just realized that there's this little to-do list feature. So on days that I have a bunch of stuff I need to do, I use it to keep track of it. I usually make smaller to-do lists either in my bullet journal or on post-it notes, but when I put it into Momentum, I can break bigger tasks down into smaller ones so that I feel much more productive. My first task of the day was clearing my desk and putting away all the dishes and junk on it so that I would have a nice home base to work from as well as to keep my laptop on during the day. It's nice to start the day seeing some progress, you know? I'm off to Boston in about a week to visit Charlie, and I have a bunch of stuff I need to do before I go, and I also have important things that I need to pack that I do not want to forget, so I just quickly made lists of both of those things in my bullet journal. I desperately needed to do laundry today because I had to wash my work uniform before my next shift. I ended up doing 2 loads, but I didn't want to record the other load or me putting stuff away because I thought that would get really repetitive really quickly. I did, however, put away clean clothes that were on my floor because I'm usually on top of putting away clothes that need to be folded, but I'm a lot worse at about hanging up clothes that go in my closet. So I got around to doing that from a load of laundry I did like a week ago, as well as putting the dirty clothes on my floor into my laundry bag and putting away the non-clothing things that were on my floor, mostly from the shift at work I had the day before I filmed this. I did have footage of me hanging up my clothes, but I recorded it by taping my phone to my window, and it ended up coming out super out of focus, so I didn't use it. I woke up super late the day I filmed this, so I didn't eat breakfast, but at like 1:30 I reheated myself some pasta in the microwave. I'm not the hugest fan of like plain pasta, but if it has enough Parmesan and butter, I will eat it. After lunch, I started work on typing up my June favorites video, which will be linked in the cards. The part I was working on, I think, was just the part where I talked about Les Mis for a while. My mom works at a school, and the mom of one of her kids gave all of the teachers in the classroom flowers, but my mom isn't the biggest fan of cut flowers, so she gave them to me because I really like dried flowers. I have like a whole bunch of containers on top of my bookcase just filled with them. So she gave me these flowers so I could dry them. Not all of them were open, so I took off the ones that weren't open as well as ones that were open but not fully. I put the second group of them into a glass of water to see if that would open them, which it has so far, and then I taped the open ones to my window so that they would dry, because I've done that before, and it turned out pretty well. The last thing I did that wasn't just putting away laundry was repotting my cacti. Simon is the one with the flat main part and 4 little parts growing off of that, and then Nick is the other one. I also have succulents named Abby, Bram, and Leah. I named them after the characters of Love, Simon. I got them for Valentine's Day from my mom, which means they're just over 4 months old, and I'm very proud of myself for keeping them alive. But anyways, so the cacti got knocked out of their pots by my curtain like a week ago, and this is me finally getting around to fixing them. And that is the end of my productivity for the day and also this video. I hope you enjoyed and that you have a great day.